play out all my, you know, John Woo sort of fantasies. And, the funny thing is, I met Terence Chang, who produced like all the John Woo's films, and he'd seen that episode that you just, the last one you saw. And then in the next office, we had this long talk about it, and he was saying about how he liked it, and he said that John Woo had really liked it. And then at the end, he said, "Oh, John's next door, do you want to meet him?" I said, yeah. Now, Terence Chang speaks perfect English. John Woo doesn't seem to speak perfect English. So I went into John Woo's office, and John Woo, this is exactly what he said to me. He said, "You do comedy?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "We're very happy for you." I've never been more happy. My life is complete.
The other one was because we weren't allowed to use the original score from Return of the Jedi. When the guys watched the 3 Star Wars films that there are in the world.
They get to make a point with that, right?
We sang the Ewok song from the end of Return. Now wiped from memory by those fucking heinous vandalizations that I was about. But we had to sing that in the language, and then we could do it. So if you ever see, when you see the episode and you hear us singing the final music from Return of the Jedi, that's me and you, the Ewoks.
When I had the beard, I looked like a fucking Ewok.
You did look like a fucking Ewok.
Another question.
Sorry.
Have you heard from any other people who you quoted for those questions? Have you heard from any other folks who you referenced?
Oh, you know what? I tell you, a really nice story. I was telling someone this earlier on, which is very quick, very nice, as a postscript to the whole Star Wars issue of the show. When they released the original 3 films on DVD without the special edition adages, they released them as they came out when they originally came out. I got a parcel in the post in a sort of Lucasfilm embossed box. And I'm sure I got like, what the hell is this? And I opened it up and it was the 3 films as they originally were with an embossed Lucasfilm envelope that just said, "We thought you might like these."
I think, well, you know, one of the, again on the DVD that comes out tomorrow, but like, you know, one of the cool things about doing, we did a commentary with Quentin Tarantino, and we got him to do a commentary on the bit of Pulp Fiction that we did shot for shot. So he's doing the commentary on that scene with us, and we say on the commentary, like, if we could flash forward 10 years, we didn't think that you would ever see this, let alone you doing the commentary on this bit of DVD. So those things are just amazing, like the John Woo thing and Tarantino and John Landis had seen like the show and seen the American Werewolf reference, and Sam Raimi was aware of it. I went down to visit the Spider-Man 3 set and Bill Pope, who shot kind of Spider-Man shot The Matrix. The first he said to me, he goes, "You did that space episode, right?" So like, it was just really, it's great that the people who kind of, you know, the makers of those films got to see our episodes. It's great.
You're standing up.
Right here.
Shout it out.
The gun scene in that last episode that we watched, which by the way, you did really well hanging there with all the guys.
So sexy.
Did it take a lot of time to block?
For me to block, is that what you're saying?
You're very obedient. Next question.
It did take time to block.
It did. It was a lot of fun though.
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We basically we were all, there was no choreography involved. It was that we all just arrived on set and it was like, let's do a gunfight. And within 5 minutes, everyone was going, well, I'm going to do this, and you're going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And you throw the gun at my head, I'm going to flip back. Then I'll get the thing out there. And we all just kind of choreographed it ourselves, didn't we? That's how it happened.
Special kudos goes to our friend Noodle.
Sports medicine.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
When you guys wrote the actual
sometimes we'd write something separately, but then the other one would have a complete, would change it and back and forth. By the time we got to the second season, we had an office and we sat opposite each other and we wrote every day like that. So we were always together, and it was far more productive. For the first 3 months of writing season 2, all me and Jess did was pull faces at each other. Pretty much. Before we realised we had to write television. So yes.
Do the two of you guys, Simon and Jessica, plan to write again in the future at some point?
No. I would absolutely love to. One thing, from my point of view as a man writing, as a male, as my gender, yes, she's male. If you've seen the show with the meat, you know that. Jess bought the most amazing, with the show really, there was me, Edgar, and Jess. There were 2 guys working on the show and 1 woman. And Jess is...
Jeff, did you never call me Jeff? You did call me Jeff. You prefer to call me Jeff. I make me feel more comfortable.
She brought a wonderful balance to the show in terms of the feminine side of it, and had a strong female character who was flawed, but
I thought much more than that,
yeah.
Obviously.
This is why it's not been
No, but that's one of the things that I love you for, because you made it, you brought, you wrote that 1 page.
I did. I made the tea and yeah.
So yes, I hope so. I really hope so. I think it should be great.
Were you guys scared about writing the second series because by that point there's so much anticipation about what you're going to do with it?
I was saying, so I remember thinking at the time, and I know these guys thought it, that the perfect way to write a second series or a second film would be to write it before the show is out. But you don't ever really get that chance, because then if you write something completely in a vacuum away from reviews and fan expectation, then it can be really pure, but you never get a chance to do that until, really out and you don't read anybody's reviews and stuff, but so it was definitely, there was a bit of second album syndrome. I don't know from your guys, but I definitely felt the pressure, oh my god, we have to top the last one, and just in all the different directions of what kind of we wanted to do and what we ought to do and stuff. So it's definitely difficult doing something like that, Not a funny answer.
What was your favorite episode actually put together from writing to actually getting it done?
I think that last
The last one.
Last one?
Just because it's the way it happened, the way that Jess and I written an episode.
I've seen After Hours. I've seen the film After Hours. You know the film, 80s film After Hours, the whole thing around the keys. And that was the basis of it. The idea that we could write a kind of encapsulated sort of really action-packed episode based around the idea of these keys kind of travelling from one place to another, and then it all just kind of came together.
It came really late, that episode as well, because all of the second series had been written, and there was one episode where, generally in the second season, that Simon and Jess are kind of apart in different subplots, and there was the last episode that you guys wrote is one where the whole episode was the 2 boys and girls basically separated the entire thing. It was a thing about the separation, and I remember saying to you guys that I didn't think it was, not that it wasn't good, but I think that it really needed to be one with the 2 of you having an adventure, and then you guys seemed to write that in 48 hours, and I think it turned out to be the best episode we ever did.